I meant to cover Paris, so why don't we just cover Paris? That sounds fair. All 20-something songs. I think we might have seen some of the old ones. Or at least I apparently have. Maybe? Maybe I saw them like 5 years ago. Okay. I definitely have to look at Good Boy and Good Girl. That seems required. Alright, I think that's gonna be a sample. Let's take a listen. Okay, very medieval.
It's thawing and melting the ice. White goats are grazing on the mountainside. It's golden, blinded by the sight of the water moving in the last of the lights. To think that I was running from the night, but I've been following behind the light all this time. It can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't know the warmth returning. The warmth is coming back and you know it can't hurt me. It's still there, but it can't know the warmth returning. Moving slowly, tracking laughter through the trees, the sound of the safety that's evaded me, the calling of the birds, the warmth returns to my extremities, long dead from freezing softly on my feet. I thought it ran for me, but the beckonings on me a million read.
Okay. I need to definitely start into some commentary on this. This seems to be some sort of intersection of like folk and pop music. So we're getting a bit of a fusion there, but it's definitely a sound I've heard before. So it's not like she's the only one that does it. And nothing's really standing out other than that I like the little dance moves that they're doing. Those are kind of fun just to watch. I wouldn't want to do it, but I'll watch definitely. Yeah, I'm not impressed yet. I definitely want to see more. Anyways, let's keep going.
It's still there, but it can't know the warmth returning. The warmth is coming back and you know it can't hurt me. It's still there, but it can't know the warmth returning. It can't hurt me. It's still there, but it can't know the warmth returning. The warmth is coming back and you know it can't hurt me. It's still there, but it can't know the warmth returning. In the clearing, I reached it with hands out like a child, lifting up to lead it. I ate up all the light, and it shone through my teeth, and I tasted sunbeams emanating from me, from me, from me. In the clearing, I reached it with hands out like a child, lifting up to lead it higher for the light. And it shone through my teeth, and I tasted some beans emanate from me, from me, from me. It can't hurt me. It's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning. The warmth is coming back in now. No, it can't hurt me. It's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning.
Okay, I gotta say, this has become very pop. There was a lot more like folk elements originally, and now it's very pop. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about that. I love the dance routine still. Just laying that out there. Cause this is fire. Okay. I love the little bit of water so they can splash it around. Yeah. I like all of that. Just all of that. Okay. My favorite part is still the dance routine, but I do kind of like some of those lyrics. There are some that are very catchy. Nothing really catches my attention yet, but let's keep going.
Why are you hanging on so tight to the rope that I'm hanging from? Off this island, this was an escape plan. Carefully timed it, so let me go and dive into the waves below. Who turns the orchards? Who fixes up the gables? Emotional torture from the heady high table. Who fetches the water from the Rocky Mountain spring and walk back down again to feel your words and their sharp sting? And I'm getting fucking tired. The capillaries in my eyes are bursting.
Okay. I already like where we're going, specifically lyrically. I have seen people reacting to this before. I have not watched them, but I've seen like YouTube suggest the videos to me. And I understand why after we watched like Lydia the Bard. This is definitely in line with like what Lydia the Bard does for a lot of like her original music. In fact, if I could, I would get like Lydia the Bard, her, Sky Daddy, get them all together and talk about like topics because they're all like lyrically going around the same subjects. And I just love to like sit down and like discuss. That sounds like fun to me. The topic not so much, but like being able to talk about the topic, that sounds like fun. Kind of venting. Um but yeah. the lyrics are definitely talking about this whole situation where women do all this like labor for men and it's not exactly compensated. Um, we haven't gotten too far into that yet. I feel it's definitely going to expand as we get further into this song. Um, yeah. Also, that that line, our chorus is like fire.
Words in a sharp sting, and I'm getting fucking tired. The capillaries in my eyes are bursting. If all love died, would that be the worst thing? For somebody I thought was my savior, sure maybe do a whole lot of labor.
That one. Ah, like this is specifically like in particular like a right-wing talking point. It's always men talking about, protecting women and, being their saviors basically. Uh and that's not what they mean. They want a servant more than they want women. It's only when women are their servants that, they they want to like protect women and not protect them from them, but to get to appear to protect women from, vague, unspecified threats that are not them, obviously. Anyways, let's keep going.
The kind of skin on my hands is tracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence inside my chamber, you make me do too much labor. Apologies for my tongue. I never used. Busy lapping from flowing cup and stabbing with your fork. I know you're a smart man. And weaponize the false incompetence. It's dominance under a guy.
Weaponizing the false incompetence. So, I have to talk about this. I want to say my dad uses this a lot, but like, I think there's definitely two parts to that. My mom is very controlling. My dad is very like laid back. So, between the dynamic of the two, my mom wants to do things because she thinks everyone else is like incompetent at doing those things. And my dad is just like, yeah, I don't care about doing any of those things. So, you go do them cuz I'm not. Uh my mom has been in the hospital before and my dad would not cook. He he did at one point live on his own. He should know like at least very basic cooking. But he would not even do anything more than toss like hot dogs in a microwave and nuke them for a couple of minutes and then slap them in a bun. Um and that's been my experience because my mom has had to go into the hospital a couple of times when I've lived with them, uh, mostly when I was younger, and that's what would happen. Dad would like come home from the hospital and he'd slap a couple of hot dogs in some buns and hand them to me. Uh, not much in the way of cooking there. If we didn't have hot dogs, he would starve. Okay. before he'd actually cook anything worth calling a meal, he would just starve. He wouldn't even like go to a restaurant to buy something. He would starve first. So yeah, this is a real thing, definitely. You see it a lot. There are plenty of things men can do, and then they pretend, oh no, I can't do that. Nope, nope, not capable. In my case, there's plenty of things I can do, but like my mom will like decide I can't because something about how I do it isn't the same as how she does it. And then, you know, oh no, you can't do it that way. You can only do it my way. And then she's like, if you can't do it my way, you just can't do it at all. So like, she'll complain a lot about how she always has to cook. And then like if I try to cook them something, she will like have a fit. Just an absolute fit. And that's because she's too on the controlling side. So there's two factors that come into play, at least for like my parents. But yeah, my dad definitely does this. He's weaponizing his supposed incompetence on a regular basis. But my mom plays into it too. Not me. I will just tell them. But yeah. They try really hard to like dig at each other. It's crazy. Anyways, back to the song.
If we had a daughter, I'd watch and could not save her. The emotional torture from the head of your high table. She'd do what you taught her. She'd meet the same cruel fate. So now I've gotta run. So why can I?
That look of disgust on her face. Too real. Too real.
Do this mistake. At least I've gotta try. Vocabularies in my eyes are bursting. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? For somebody I thought was my savior, sure make it do a whole lot of labor. The callous skin on my hands is cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence once I bet chamber, you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams.
Okay, first, this chant section here with the chorus and everything, that is absolute fire. Topic wise too, again, all the things men want from a woman all at the same time. Just spread into a chant. Also, there's some definite like imagery choices. Like the fact that she picks a pomegranate to like just disintegrate and like messily spread across her face. That says a lot. Just saying. Anyways.
It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. Local days in your eyes are bursting. If I love her, I understand it's bursting. Just an idea I thought was my savior. Sure that he did a whole lot of labor. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live and just pick it
All right. Okay, that song is fire. Uh, so I wanted to make sure I get this right, so I had to look it up. But the pomegranate, for like its symbolism, is all about both fertility, abundance, death, and resurrection. Literally every topic in this song. Because by the end, she's trying to reclaim her power. That is the thing. But as a woman, that's all about, fertility. Um, all the labor is talking about abundance, basically. Uh, Death is the obvious course that, you know, the whole song is sort of aimed for until she turns it around, which is the whole resurrection part. So this fruit is perfect symbolism for the whole thing. So I'm not going to tell the story here. I don't think either Twitch or YouTube would like me to, but wow. Uh yeah. There's definitely some stories in here to listen to. Let's put it that way. But this is absolute fire. I like the rhyming and the chants. Uh it's such a poetic song too. Um yeah. I'm totally here for this whole thing. Anyways, let's keep going.
I knew one day I'd have to watch powerful men burn the world down. I just didn't expect them to be such losers.
I have never seen submission embodied half so well as in the feeble competition between men with souls to sell. And I've never seen a god dog with less fearsome of a bite than with its tail between its legs found at the rich man's side. Look at him, he's sweating from the climb off his work. A soldier CEO, he's bleeding and he's blind. And I have never seen a creature more pitiful than him. He drinks power like salt water, all because he cannot swim. Mouths open, serve a higher power. They told him it's a staircase, it's a tower. Full circle, wagging tails, wearing a collar. Poor madman, that's what happens when you drink some water. Find your tongue too early and realize too late the tragedy of losing everything you'll never taste. The clearness of the river, the honey on her tongue, door open to communion, being your father's son. And I would not expect you to witness what we know. The song sung in the dark times, the fire and the snow. We'll be piling up our fire, and you defend your lords, and we'll have our joy, but it will never be ours. Mouths open, servants of a higher power. They told him.
Okay. That scene where he jumps on the table, man, that is something. In fact, the fact that the next shot is with this dog that is like barking, that seems like you're calling him a dog, girl. And I think it's probably accurate here. Anyways, let's keep going.
It's a staircase, it's a tower, full circle wagging tails, wearing a collar. Even the dogs know not to drink some water. Good boy, you're working exactly as intended. Has the penny dropped? You're never gonna get it. Unrewarded for all of your defending from your loneliness epidemic. Good boy, there's any if the money trickled down, yeah. You say one day you'll be rich, but tell me how then. Unpaid marketing to pumping for the power. Good boy, good
Well, man, the symbolism here. I didn't think musically this one was as good as Labor. Labor was just awesome musically. I wasn't as sold on this musically. It's okay, but it's not like special like Labor is. But the symbolism here, how men created this whole fantasy of like the alpha male, which is supposed to be based on wolves, but wolves don't actually have that sort of hierarchy like that. That is not how dogs actually work. Yeah, you can look it up. There's actual like videos talking about why that whole alpha male theory is all a bunch of crap. Which is also why all the other types, like beta and sigma and whatever crap they come up with, all of that is also crap. So, yeah. But they like to think of themselves as, wolves. Welcome back, Yukin. And, yeah, so the message here is definitely a very symbolic one. Man, that's some long credits. All right. I want to see this next one. Come on. I cannot pass up a song called Good Girl.
Heaven is a fat girl. Somebody's got to. And if you call me good girl, one more time, then my fist will meet your skull. I sometimes walk naked, a child in the garden, and I pretend that there is no other way. Despite the distant shadow of incredulous laughter, echoing as if I should know what is there. But I like the feeling. I'm at the beginning of time, and no thoughts of who I am have entered my mind. A bend over the river and catch a glimpse of something that's none of my business. As I scoop some up to drink, I disperse whatever it was, and you can scream at me all you want that the greatest love affair is with myself, that it should be passionate, unwavering, no shadow of a doubt that I am in love with my body, and my body is in love with me, but I am not. The water is not in love with the cup that I drink from.
Okay, this is a lot more spoken word. I mean, the last one's a bit spoken word, but not as much as this one by a mile. I don't have much to say about it so far, though. I haven't found anything really, like, catching me. Though, I think that's because Labor just gave me a really high bar. Because, that song was absolute fire. But, let's keep going.
Somebody's got to, and if you call me good girl, one more time and my fist will meet your skull. For God's sake, how can I even begin to clean up the mess of this relationship with my body? That third eye turned inward, turning. Running as if in a dream.
I like this
Getting
more
out and
upbeat
waiting
part.
back in through the quiet.
Also, hi, Lervin. It's weird that we get this symbolism of her as like a statue that like comes alive. That is some crazy symbolism. Anyways, let's keep going.
Admire who I might be, balancing the scaffolding of skin, and I grieve it. I grieve the world where I am, a child in the garden. Heaven is a fat cow. Somebody's got to, somebody's got to, and if you call me good girl, one more time and my fist will meet your skull. Heaven is a fat girl. Somebody's got to, somebody's got to, and if you call me good girl, one more time and I will break your nerves. And I say it to myself, somebody's got to, and I repeat it in my teeth, somebody's got to cut free and let the soft down grow on you. Never let the tide be one more drop full. Go under the knife, make it normal, or die gnarled and happy, an old animal. I'd gnaw off my leg to escape it all. Let time take me, weather like the tree. How clever to make a girl's one face the enemy. In the half-light, she'll agonize to be evergreen. A good girl, always look and never be. Heaven is a fat girl. Somebody's got to, somebody's got to, and if you call me good girl, one more time and my fist will meet your skull. It's a fat girl. Somebody's got to, somebody's got to, and if you call me good girl, one more time and I will break your nerves.
Well. It definitely gets better when it picks up, but man, it's just not musically up to like Labor as like either lyrically or like musically. It, I mean, it's hard not to compare her own music to herself. Um, yeah, and I just don't think this is quite as good, but I think personally, as a trans woman, this most of us want the gender affirmation of being called like a good girl, uh, in the right circumstances at least. So maybe my take on like the lyrics is just through that lens. So I may not see it the way most women would. Anyways, let's keep going.
I have something to say, as has anyone who's ever made anything worth enjoying. Nobody can destroy it. Left unchecked, it mutates. Bleed in desperation to create. Collapses me like a star. Sickness inside my heart. Whenever I fear death, I think of the urge I would fear much more. Never dying, is that what you all are striving for? I leave a stream of greenery in every path I walk, chased by a monster of 1,000 voices that always wants one more. Please don't ever take it from me. Changes the color of the air that I breathe. In grief's fertile land, the space in between clapping hands, they say it'll pass. I used to pray that it would, but its absence never brought anything good. I wake in the morning, do all of my chores, then of thinking in silence and drinking sweet wine, putting my mind somewhere outside where it can feel the sun. Maybe it'll connect with someone. The world's a world and I'm a person in a tiny body. I vow to live, I won't let fear be anything that stops me. I'm not a violent person, but I make things with aggression. I'm not a violent person, but my work is one exception. I won't let you take it from me.
Okay. I like this one lyrically. It took a little bit to get there, but once we do, come on. Come on. This is a classic like fighting back song. And I'm here for that. Totally here for that. I don't know what else to say yet. Let's keep going.
Changes the color of the air that I breathe. I wasn't always tortured, I made art long before then. I crawl into the void until I lose my voice, but sometimes a cry reverberates back. A child with my caked hands or a prolific and
I was grooving to that. I like a good fight back song, you know? Something not too aggressive, but not willing to like put up with crap, which is all this is about. All right. Still not like lyrically and musically up there with like labor, but I think labor is just going to be a really high bar for me today. One last one. Let's go.
I don't think you ever loved me, and I have to believe that now, cause otherwise I'll look for love like yours in every place around. A love that flows like blood does, that I'll search for through the years. You speak through gritted teeth saying, my darling, I'm right here, and it is not my fault. It's something I was learning. I only feel at home now, in a home when it is burning. After gathering this knowledge, I have to face the truth that you never loved me, but I tried so hard to love you, and I want you to try so that I can thank you for trying, and then maybe that'll make you try some more. In the whites of your eyes, I can see they know of your crimes, but confession won't slip willingly past your lips until you're on death's door. It's not in my nature to forgive bad behavior except when it's yours. And what makes me go crazy, I can never slam the door. If you walked in right now with a new lie, then I'd be yours. You've always got a foot in, you've always got a start, and the fact you never take that chance, it fucking breaks my heart. And now I'm unforgiving, my mother doesn't understand. I wasn't born an angry child, but I became an angry man. And I want you to try so that I can thank you for trying, and then maybe that'll make you try some more. I can't stem the flow, and God only knows where you hide your stash of broken glass. Is the red horse? It's not in my nature. It's not in my nature. Forgiveness was never my strong suit, but neither was giving up on you. Forgiveness was never my strong suit, and I want you to try so that I can thank you for trying, and then maybe that'll make you try some more. I can't stem the flow, and God only knows where you hide your stash of broken glass. Is the red horse? I want you to try so that I can thank you for trying, and then maybe that'll make you try some more. I can't stem the flow, and God only knows. It's not in my nature to forgive bad behavior, especially yours.
Well, she definitely has a theme that she's been working on. Let's put it that way. Um, and I didn't pause for this one because I'm not sure what to even say. I think I've said it in the last several. Um, I like the songs, but they're not like as good as Labor was. I mean, structurally, like the beat and the timing for Labor are just amazing. Um, and like the concept is just so on point. She's definitely working the same concept, but just like lyrically and musically isn't quite matching that for these follow up ones. I still like the theme and the structure, and the music is still good. It's just not better than Labor, which is like crazy to talk about it like this, but we kind of have to because she put out an amazing song that was just like a work of art. And, you know, catching up to that level again is just hard. And I was wondering if there might be some interesting things in the comments, but um yeah, I think that's just where we're gonna leave that. Uh Paris Paloma. I still say Labor is just amazing. Um it it is definitely up there with like Lydia the Bard's like uh man, I'm blanking on the name of it. Feed Me Your Girls, I think it is. Right up there along with that. Um yeah, and I have yet to hear the equal of that in anything else she's done, but it's still good. It's not like it's bad or something. All right. I think that's all the music we're gonna look at today.